Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? We have to go through that every time because we never know. If you can hear me and see me, I don't guess seeing me is as important, but hearing me is. Yes, very good. Hi, Miss Eve. Miss Sweet Eve, always here to support me. Hello. I'm glad you're here. Hello, sis. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Both see and hear me. Thank you very much. See. I've been watching a lot of Chris Watts stuff and pulling it up on my playlist of very good because I've got some new stuff that I've written down. It's well, we all know that it's not new stuff, but um we know that we're going to go over it. So it's not new stuff, but it's something that I heard and I picked up on. So we're going to talk about that. Um hello, hello my friend. Here's my own special Eli. Hello. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. I was going to go back in the quad chat, but I didn't get a chance to. Hello, hello, hello. I really do not have a plan. Oh, no. Let me fix that. Hold on. I really don't have a plan because I just don't. Uh, sometimes I like to do um, haunted stuff on here. I read cards and stuff. Um, I just don't have a plan. So, I guess it'll be whatever, right? Um, just hang out a little bit um on the spiritual channel and see uh what happens, right? Let's see. Let me go back up in the chat. Yes, thank you, Eve. Eve is going to be dropping it like it's hot. She always does. Oh. Mm. Sharing. Sharing is caring. There's Duck. There's Duck. Let's see. Hold on. I've skipped. I hate it when it does that. Sure, y'all can come up if you want to. If you want to be on the spirit side of things, I can y'all can get up here. Um yeah, yeah. Megan was going to join me. She may end up joining me later. Her family's always busy doing stuff and I think that's awesome. I'm glad she's able to do that. Let me see. Let me hold on, let me get my phone. Got so much crap going on at one time. You know what it's like? Okay, hold on. So much going on. I don't know if I can handle it all. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Okay, my goodness. Now let me get back up here. Let me get back up here. Witchy Mama, hi, my love. How are you? Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, girl. Hey. Mom. Hi, Mom. Good to see you in here. Good to see you. Good to see you, Witchy Mama. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Yes. Say hi, mom. Hi, mom. Hi, mom. That's good. Right? Yes. So Megan might join me later. They're at the movies. I don't know what they're seeing. I should have asked her. But they like to go to the movies and stuff as a family, and that's really cool. Uh, yep. You never know around here. What is my? I hate StreamYard. I wish they would just leave it how it was. I mean, I like the new stuff they're adding, but thank you, Miss Eve. Put your DNA. Put your DNA. So last week, and Ronnie's not in here because she appreciates my joking about the Men in Black. She's she appreciates my joking about that. We were talking about the Men in Black last week. All good here. My daughter's having friends over for a weekend camp out. Nice. In the yard. Probably not. Hey, that's okay though. You know they're safe. Nobody's gonna bother them. They're in your yard. That's awesome. Camping out in the yard. I guess you'll be running snacks back and forth. Are you gonna be the snack mom where you have to run snacks back and forth? Right? Are you gonna be the snack mom? Thanks for everyone that came. I came around for a little bit there at the end. Um, and I stayed for a little while, I think. Hey, sis.
Hey.
Yes, so they're in their 20s and they can bring me. That's right. That I agree with you, mama. They can bring you the snacks, right? They can make you some s'mores and bring them in the house to you, right?
Oh yeah.
All the girls are weekend camp out in the yard. She's like, I don't think I'll get much sleep. I said,
man.
well, you're gonna be bringing them snacks, and she's like, no, they're 20. They can bring me snacks.
20.
Hey,
Fuck you.
you think they'll stay outside all night? That's my next question.
Yeah, no.
You think they'll stay out there in the tent all night? You think they'll be invading your space later? Yep, there's Cher's channel. Yep. Happy dog dad Eli tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Those are dads too, right? Your critters are just like some critters are just well, mine are. They're like family. I love my babies.
Where are you that it's tomorrow and not Sunday?
Huh?
Are we on Friday?
I don't know.
Is today Friday? Okay. I don't know. I think it is.
Today's Friday. Today's Friday.
Yeah, okay.
I've been thinking of Saturday all day.
Oh, okay.
Because, I'm not used to being off on Friday. So
I make sure I call my dad on Sunday.
yeah, it snuck right up on me. Oh yeah, we are all pro campers. Nothing less than a tornado will bring them in. Okay, even if that they will raid the kitchen and have the bathroom going though, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, because nobody wants us to have to go in literally, camping. You don't want to have to go into the woods or anything. Not really.
The link is in group chat.
Yeah, I'll put it in group chat. Yep. So we were talking about the Men in Black last time I went live because I was talking about, how it's so weird that like when something happens, say like the aliens. Hi, Running Gray Wolf. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Are you feeling good today? Are you feeling good today? Oh, thank you, Duck. Thank you. You know how when something occurs, something happens, and it's like aliens or it's a cryptic, something like, or something that you think the government doesn't want you to see. You see these men in black. They just appear in these cars. They're just everywhere. And so I'm like, do they just like have a Men in Black cave or lair that they just sit in? And do they just wait? I mean, are they there just like, okay, we're waiting for the bat phone to ring so that we can get the call to go and take care of these cryptics or aliens that you're not supposed to see. And so Ronnie, she appreciated that. She was like, I don't know, that's a good, like, what are they? Is there just a task force of Men in Black?
There has to be. And from what I hear, they're not human either. So maybe that's why they know everything.
I mean, because they're on it. You see how quick they're on something like that?
Yeah, I like my favorite. There's two favorite Men in Black videos that I watch over and over and over for many years. But one of my favorite that documents them time and time again is Dan Aykroyd, the actor. He was putting together a documentary and interviewing people who are whistleblowers now. And yeah, he caught a bunch of like weird shit going on, trying to basically scare them from stopping the documentary.
Yeah.
But then he is an actor, so I don't know, like.
Yeah, and you know that trying to see this real quick. What does that say?
Seatbelt.
Oh no, I gotta plug that in. And it also says every time that they come to your house, they're like they want to try to erase your memory so that you can't remember what you saw.
They're gonna give us some good weed or something to do that.
That's what I want to know. I'm like,
there had to be some.
Like, really? They're gonna erase your memory? How are they gonna erase your memory?
Let's go Men in Black.
Yeah.
Let's use my memory, please.
I don't think they erase your memory. I think they just threaten you. So I just think that you get threatened, and then you don't want to talk anymore. That's what I think. I just think they threaten you. What do you think?
What did you just say? They threaten?
I said I just think they threaten you. I don't think that they erase your memory. I just think they threaten you. What do you think?
I don't know. They claim they do, but I don't. I mean, I'm open to that being possible.
Yeah.
I don't fucking trust the government one bit.
Because I'm so together today. Okay. There we go. So I could go up here. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Hi, internet. Hi.
Let's see if I can find the Dan Aykroyd footage.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love Dan Aykroyd. I know. And I was showing a video a couple of weeks ago, and they hit me with a copyright. I had to quit watching it, but it was on.
But not a copyright that actually goes against your channel, right? Just one that means you can't monetize it. Or
no, it actually my channel. I didn't see it happen. My channel actually went out. Like chat saw it. It actually stopped my channel, and then I had stopped the video. And everybody popped back in and they're like, oh, you're back. And I didn't know that I was gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you must have. Yeah, you played some copyright thing. As long as you stop playing it, they'll put you right back up again.
Yeah, I quit playing it and I didn't play it again.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, it was on the Slender Man. Was it on the Slender Man? No, it was on the Rake.
The interview, I'm still not through it. It's really making me want to play a call that I've not shared before with me and Don Wells and him straight up calling Fred Hill a murderer and stuff. But as much as I hate Ziggy and Fred, some of the shit does actually make sense. But we know Fred's a liar and Ziggy's a liar. He
Yeah.
told Chris McDonough, Fred's mind is so sharp, it's the sharpest thing. Then why the hell in 5 years is he always contradicting himself and taking back?
Right.
Like, what? And also, why do you think that Chris McDonough hasn't shown the interview when they recorded that in November?
Yeah, why hasn't he? I was curious about that also.
Well, because he probably turned it into the law first. Now, why would he do that if he's actually telling Fred Hill, I believe you. Oh, I believe you. If
Right.
you don't think that's tactics to make them feel comfortable to keep talking, and Ziggy needs to shut the F up. You weren't there on June 15th. Shut up.
Or
Nobody wants to hear your mouth.
No, nobody wants to hear your mouth.
Let the man freaking talk. He's going to lie on his own anyways. Don't need you.
No, he seems to be doing a good job of it. He seems to be doing a good job of
I'll tell you what, though. Bikers love me. They better fucking not bring the bikers up one more time.
Tammy, I sent you a fun pressy to make with the kid. Oh, cool. Okay. You're trying it this weekend? Okay, good. Sounds good. Yeah, they did. They did. I didn't even know I was gone. I was like gone and I had stopped it to talk about it. And then I was gone and then back. And I didn't know that happened, but everybody in chat told me that it did.
Huh.
But I figured that's what it was, so I just quit playing it and I just talked about it. For the rest of the live, I just talked about it. I'm like, whatever. You would think, I mean, you're showing their stuff. You would think, they would like that because it gives more views for them, but whatever.
Right.
Whatever. That interview came out today. Is that the one you're talking about with Chris McDonough and Ziggy? Who put it out first?
Ziggy.
Yep.
He sat on that since November, and we're halfway through, more than halfway through, or halfway through. What are we? More than halfway through June.
June, yeah.
So why do you think he just sat on that? Because Chris McDonough is a YouTuber too. He loves his channel, right? So he sat on it. Even during the 5-year anniversary or whatever it's called date, he didn't play it then, and that would have brought the views. Instead, he let Ziggy and Fred play it. That's making me feel like two different ways about it.
Yeah.
I think he sat on it because he gave it to the law.
Yeah. And why would he let them play it if he wanted the exclusive on it, he would have played it first and then say, okay, you can play it. But he didn't do that.
There.
Huh?
I don't know. I can't figure that part out, damn it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. It is weird. Hi, Diane. How are you? How are you? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Did y'all see the scientist video that I put out? I know there's several people that have been waiting on it.
I think I commented on it.
Did y'all see it?
I commented on it, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I had been telling chat the last couple of times that I was going to make it, but I hadn't had the chance to, and then I finally did. So I didn't know if everybody got to see it. Doing good. Very good. Very good. You did see it, Running Gray Wolf. Yep. Very good. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for joining. It is very appreciated. Let's see for a second here. Not at all. Hopefully my microphone won't die. If it does, then I'll just have to use my regular microphone. I just found your channel. I haven't seen it yet. I will look at it. Cool. Very good. Very good. Well, if you're around here in a little bit, Mom, if you want me to pull some cards for you, I will. Since you've never been to my channel, I can pull some cards from you. Absolutely. Hello.
Did you pull cards on yours and Eli's podcast yet? Eli, see fellas, you better get up here. I'm gonna beat you up so bad.
Did
Can
I
you
pull?
can you
did
hear
I-
me okay real quick? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Did I pull cards on what?
On yours and Eli's podcast you guys are working on.
Mm-mm. No, not unless I say tell Eli, because I don't like to pull cards like that on people that they don't know that I'm doing it.
Oh, you have carte blanche. That's an area where I'm very open. I've experienced it sporadically throughout my life, so it's somewhere I only stand to learn.
Very good. Very good. Hi, Ronnie. We were just talking about Men in Black. You missed it.
Yeah, I sang the whole song and everything.
Yeah. I'm good, thank you. I'd like that stuff because of I don't like. Oh, hey, let me tell you something. She is not a card reader. She is a joke. I am actually gifted. There is a difference in that and me. I'm gifted. I can probably pull cards for you and probably be pretty good in the ballpark of what's you're asking me. Don't judge that on. She is the last thing you need to look at as a card reader. No.
Yeah.
She is a joke. She is a joke when it comes to that. This is where I will toot my horn. I am very good at it because it's a gift. And so I've been doing it a while, and I just can't. I can't with her.
I only take her seriously if she does that little lovely hello.
I mean, she makes all of us that really know what we're doing look bad.
She makes everyone look bad at anything she does, like within the infinite of things that are done. If you happen to do that thing, like her breathing, if you breathe, now she's making it look bad.
Hi, Wondering Hearts. Haven't seen you in forever. Hello. But I can understand, Mom, I can understand why you would be that way. If that's the only, interaction you've had with somebody that reads, I can understand why you would be like that. Against that. I can totally understand that. Totally. But she is a joke. And I am not one to talk about other spiritual people because I don't believe you should do that. But I will say it heavily again. I don't talk about other spiritual people.
She's a game show host.
She is not one. She's not.
Karen! Hey, sister.
Hi, Karen. But Mom, I hope I didn't run you off for sure.
Oh, you didn't. You know who Mom is. I'll text you privately.
I promise you. Look, there she is. I promise you that's. Please don't base her on what you've seen on all of us, because I can't. Like I said, I don't talk about other spiritual people, but she is not.
I saw Ziggy on TikTok, and she was like getting gifts to read these cards, and then she put in big letters across the screen, "No health or pregnancy questions." I'm like, damn, you suck.
That pregnancy question is one of the easiest ones. I'm gonna get that daggone mule if he don't quit eating my daggone wisteria vine. Pregnancy ones are the easiest ones to do. They're easy.
Do y'all mind if
I was wondering if go ahead.
I wanted to circle back to something that was brought up, but go ahead and finish first, then I'll circle.
I was just gonna say I just watched Red Moms. I just watched it over, interacted with her with the aspect. Just wondered watching her creep me out. Hey, amen. Creeps me out.
I was thinking that she maybe did predict someone's pregnancy and got it wrong, so now she has to scroll that.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, all right, I am curious. This is where I also lay bare that open mind. Okay, that's
Okay.
me. When it
Okay.
comes to the Men in Black scenario, like, so what in theory would be like the branch? Are they're serving the government, and then deeper in, what do you believe them to be? Because it sounded a little open ended, like not human.
Yeah. I think they're not human. I think they're aliens, and I think that they actually have big control of the government because I've seen some weird looking people be protected of many different presidents. But yeah, I think they kind of try to run the government or whatever. But yeah, I think they're not human. They fucking look weird.
They do look weird.
This is an area that I've I've looked here and there. Are you familiar with Bob Lazar, perchance?
Yes, I
Yeah.
love him. I would leave Mark for him.
Damn.
Okay, this took a turn.
All right. There's Bob Lazar, and there's one other individual, and I'm uncertain about this if it's the accuracy of the name here. But somebody put out a documentary, and it's known as the most documented alien evidence documentary ever. Like, there was literally creepy footage of humanoid looking beings on camera, and then this woman that he met at like an alien con that they somehow dreamed about each other, and it turns out they met each other during an abduction, and they knew to find each other. Have you guys seen that? Am I talking about Bob Lazar on that one?
I have not seen it.
I haven't seen it, but it does sound like because he's the one who says that they like you don't even have to talk. They don't really talk, and you just know what they're saying.
Yes.
So that kind of
I'm going to lay bare something because I feel comfortable here doing so. This is normally something I would never say on any other platform, but my mom is 82 years old, and since I was a child, she always would tell me about her abduction stories. She would tell me time and time again that a doctor in Colombia, they took out something that was implanted in her, and she wishes she would have kept it, so on and so forth. Throughout my life, I've always been a believer. I was debating,
Yeah.
and when I was an elementary schooler with my friends' parents, saying, "Yes, they exist. How can you think we're the only beings of life?"
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people get offended though because of their religion and the implications there. Some people, but that's why I usually stay tight-lipped, because some people get offended just by the notion.
Yeah, and I fully believe there's something else out there. I don't know how that there couldn't be, because I would have thought we wouldn't be the only thing that would be here.
yeah, unless we're all actually like in the Truman Show and we're not like in a globe or something, then yeah, I believe there's definitely other life forms.
Yeah, I mean, well, like they always like to say, well, you automatically believe in UFOs. Okay, well, anything can be a UFO. Anything in the air that we don't know what it is unidentified flying object. No matter what it is, it's still identified, but the first thing people want to go to is aliens, which I get it, because that's how long this has been going on, like forever. Like, they think that's one of the reasons John F. Kennedy was assassinated, was because he was going to release the alien files. He was going to let us know about the alien files. So
Yeah, but I think the mob whacked him.
what?
There's so many the mob. There's been a lot of strong evidence to show that the FBI and the mob were working together.
Yeah, for sure. And also Michael Franzi even says the mob was involved. And
Oh, he's
Oh,
a legend too.
he's a mobster, so.
oh yeah,
Michael Francis, yeah.
yeah, I
maybe
100%
the mobs know
believe.
about the aliens too. Mobs are just probably hitmen for like the upper government. You know what I mean?
I believe that the government had something to do with John Kennedy's death. Absolutely. But
Mhm.
I think that's just one of the things they didn't want him to tell. I mean,
Heck yeah.
I would say who I thought did it, but there's still one of them still alive, so I probably shouldn't say it.
Yeah, let's not.
So I won't say it, but and Lyndon B. Johnson, he was there too.
So, may I ask, does anybody else, if you're willing to share, have like abduction experiences or a close loved one? I mean, my mom has been consistent for 50, 60, 80 damn years. The story
Yeah.
hasn't changed.
Not abductions, but me and the girls have definitely witnessed UFOs.
Karen, Men in Black. We think Men in Black are not human.
Yeah, my stance on the Men in Black is I don't know. I'm preaching the gospel of I don't know. I don't have enough information, but the documentary I'm mentioning lines up a lot with some of the stuff my mom said, which creeps me out. And the humanoid, like these pictures that he showed of like the woman that this man met up with, and it was at a con. They apparently were made to mate, and so they're apparently, this gets crazy. It gets wild. They injected alien DNA, and so the children looked humanoid in nature, very human. One picture I'm envisioning is a blonde-haired girl, and her eyes were just a little funky, like the placement just didn't look normal.
Mhm.
So that's probably the closest I have to humanoid actual, evidence or looking at something. Those pictures.
I don't have any experiences. I've always wanted to look up and I look up and see stuff in, at night, but to say if it's a spaceship or all I know is this weird lights.
I don't want to tell you what happened one night with me and the girls because you guys are gonna laugh at me.
We're gonna laugh.
Yeah,
Did you get an alien drunk or something? What happened?
that'd be awesome. No, so when we were at the lake, this happened in Minnesota. We were at the lake for a weekend, and basically, like the whole town went to bed, and I was hanging out. The girls had a couple friends over, and yeah, we were standing out at the lake, and these lights all of a sudden appear. There's no sound, no nothing, and the way that they fucking moved didn't make no sense. They were kind of like they could get somewhere so freaking fast and they would hide like right at the tree line and then all of a sudden pop back up. It was very freaking weird. And then they come right up and the light is right on. We're standing at the edge of the dock that goes to this cabin and literally right like above us, and we're just staring up at it. All of a sudden something meows and we look behind us and there's a fucking cat on our step. And then it just fucking poof disappears.
A cat?
Yes, just disappeared as we're looking at it. Like we don't know where
Wow.
the hell it came from or when. It was so freaking odd. And we called some UFO people in Washington DC, and they
Discounted it?
no they at first what was it called? They like traced my call. They had me leave a voicemail and to see like what I'd say, and then they ended up calling us back. They said, "Did you get a picture of it?" I said, "We tried to get pictures of it, but we couldn't. It wouldn't show up in pictures." And that's what really piqued their interest. So
Mhm. I'm surprised you were quick enough to get a picture because it sounds like they were like popping in and out.
yeah, we were watching them for a few hours, it seemed like.
Hmm.
That'd
be cool.
the most solid evidence, which this I know is Bob Lazar. He is a champion, truly, for everything he's gone through, and they just can't put him away. He actually took pieces of the technology and shared it with the world. He has been the closest to prove and talk about the anti-propulsion technology, the anti-gravity stuff, and everything he's shown from his experience has been wild. He's proven the elements is not traceable on this earth. So even as a skeptic, you got to hear something like that and be like, what? You know, there's
Yeah.
something beyond my understanding.
Yep. See, witchy mama, not abductions, but we've seen some crazy sky stuff out in the country, and I really don't believe that humans are the only science things in the beings in the universe. I don't either.
The only
Right.
sentient, yeah, I
And
agree.
Running Wolf, don't fret. I was just joking. I wouldn't leave Mark for Bob Lazar. But if it was an option, he would be like, okay, you find me Britney Spears and it's a deal.
He don't want her now with all that crap.
We would swap for a weekend. Okay. We're cool like that. We get down.
Definitely why they still human pregnancy at bottom, because I think they saved the baby and mixed that. That could be.
See, now I got to find this documentary. It was it's one of the few things when it's playing that, you know, my mother doesn't get around easily, but I just had to share it with her because of this. It's always been something that's bonded us together. And yeah, there was a time when I was younger in Poconos, Pennsylvania, where I cannot really describe what I saw because it looked to be a UFO, the way it was in the sky, the way it was in the way it jumped around too fast for your rapid eye movement. It was just it was bizarre. So yeah, maybe I saw one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I see a lot of strange lights and extremely fast orbs that zip from one end of the sky to the other. It's super. Yeah, I bet you see a lot of stuff in Vegas.
So we are 2 hours away of a town that actually is one of the most notorious UFO and crop circle areas. And it happens to be from a town in Saskatchewan that we are a couple hours away from. And I was talking to Mark a while ago about I want to go there, see if I can set up any interviews with people in the town and then go there for a weekend.
Oh yeah,
That'd be some fun lives we could do. Hell yeah.
that would be neat. Yeah, maybe Bob would be a fun weekend share running Grey
Hell
Wolf.
yeah. At least a fun Saturday night.
If you believe the Bible, it even says, "I have children in other folds." You know, not right? See, yeah, absolutely.
Can we tag Bob Lazar in this? I'm just kidding.
What if we did and he actually came on here and talked? That would be-
Again.
Well, then I'm in trouble.
Hey, because he would like to tell his story, man. I mean, he'd be like, "Well, they're willing to listen. I'm just going to jump up there and listen and talk." You know what I mean?
I'm gonna email Bob Lazar.
There you go.
By the way, sorry if you see me. I am obsessed with this hair lick. Oh my god!
Did a cow lick your head today?
Look at that.
Yes, all of
It's the
them.
reverse alfalfa.
A reverse alfalfa.
This is what happens when you try to make a Superman curl for damn near your entire lifetime. It just goes cattywampus on you. Oh my goodness gracious!
Yes, I see literally hundreds of miles of mountain regions. It's very expensive. Yeah, it is. She sends me some pretty pictures from Vegas.
The most documented alien documentary ever. Oh shit! I was supposed to be muted.
That's it. She's going to, Eli, she's going to DM you for a great show for you.
I would be actually starstruck for once in my life.
All right, I gotta find this mother effing thing because it was such a game changer. It's one of the most important pieces of media, and I will find it. I'm gonna talk to my remote for like 2 minutes. I'm here.
Ronnie says she didn't notice your hair until you mentioned it.
Hey, she just backed her way.
What? Oh, she said something. I couldn't. Her mic was cutting in and out.
You just said she just backed away. I think Cher was just taken.
Oh,
Cher, no.
no. Tell us about it when you come back. It's really beautiful paradise out here, and I will never move anywhere else. Yeah, I know you love it out there. Where I live, I'd have a better chance to see the chupacabra. Yes, which is real. The chupacabra is real. It's a real critter.
Yeah, that's another one. My mother from my childhood always told me it exists. It exists. There's more than one. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I believe that there's just like in the ocean, there we'll never know every creature that's in the ocean. We will never see it because they're finding new ones all the time. Some pretty creepy looking ones too, I have to admit. So we'll never know.
Yeah, no, the depths of the ocean. I mean, you can't really quantify it with the infinite of space or the infinity of space, but it is a large and deep, dark area that is the ocean, and it's impossible. I don't think we can ever really get a technology that'll successfully put us on the bottom of any deep ocean.
No.
The pressure's just too wild. But
Yeah.
when we're able to take a look, the creatures get stranger and stranger.
Yeah, they do. Yep. Let me look at this real quick. What's this say? Okay. My mic. I was checking the battery on my mic. I don't know. I didn't charge it.
How dare you, young lady?
I know. They will let her go. They will, Karen. They will probably let Cher go. Unless she shares something with them and then they really like her.
Eve, don't get in my head. I really have this premise in my mind that I'm this veritable wordsmith, and I take into account all of the friends I've made throughout my lifetime, and a lot have said, especially when I was a drinker, it'd be like, you and what you have in here, it's amazing, it's something special, but when you're drinking, it becomes, bad.
Yeah.
So, but thank you. Nonetheless, thank you. I take some pride in how I talk. My father and I, when I was like 3-4 years old, he went to college to be like a broadcaster and an actor, and we spent a lot of my youngest memories are doing that.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. Tammy has a great chance to see Bigfoot because I grew up in Louisiana. I've smelled him before as a child. Won't forget the smell. Yep, honey. I don't know if I would see the Honey Island swamp monster, but I probably would. I probably would. He's pretty swampy. We know more about space than the oceans. Yep. I believe that with you, Mama. And I do believe in Bigfoot, by the way. I do.
I'm just being honest. I don't know where I stand. I always was a pro it exists advocate, but there's also been a lot of people that have come to the surface to prove that they did this or that or the other, but
Right.
there's really nothing we can ever confidently say it doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
There's a channel I watch, and I turned Running Gray Wolf onto it. And if you watch that channel, you will believe there is something out there other than you will believe there's a type of Bigfoot creature out there.
Yeah, I think I lean more towards that side.
Yeah.
Out of all the theories that are out there, it's so easy to get caught up on one that you kind of ignore another. But yeah, it'd be an interesting thing to look into.
Yeah.
On some free time, whenever that is.
Yep. Do you have brothers, Eli? Running Gray Wolf said.
I have a brother from my mother's side of the family, so he's the Colombian version of me. He is 60 years old. He's a great man, and he's giving me my niece and nephew, which are like my kids. He's in New York, where I was born. I miss him dearly. We try to talk as often as possible.
Your pops are always amazing to you, Eli.
My father is nothing short of a supernatural hero. I don't know how he is able to continue to work so damn hard given his age. He's not the type to complain. He will just keep getting things done. It's one of the reasons why I started working early, and I cannot be without a job because it's instilled in me. And I love him very much, and I wish I could make him prouder. But I know he loves me, of course. Ronnie's been up here before, right? Oh, I think you're muted, dear. Or did the mic kind of fritz out on you? That's all right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the moment, I should tell you I don't have access to the comments because on the phone, if I hit the comment option to read everything, that'll be all that's on this screen. Oh, I hear noise. That's a
Can
good
you
sign.
hear me now?
I
Can
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that is so weird. Maybe the aliens turned it off.
Speaking of, what do you think about that movie that's out now? What's it? Disclosure Day. Like, there's a lot of speculation. So it's a growing conspiracy that this being dropped at this time, while this administration is also dropping all this new alien evidence that they're preparing us. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sick of the word psyop. But I mean, think about it. Just like propaganda gets shoved in our heads all the time, there's always an intention when they oversaturate us with a particular topic. I don't know if it's a distraction, but I do accept that we're being over inundated with like, get ready for the next bombshell, and maybe
Yeah.
you won't be as shocked when it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen it. Is it like an actual?
Spielberg.
Is it a documentary or a movie?
It's a big budget film. Spielberg came back to the helm. The trailer is very jarring. It makes you want to see it. I snuck in, but I dipped out to go watch a different movie.
Gotcha.
The premise, like just the opening scene, is this woman, everyday American. She's a news anchor, and then she just starts to have a weird moment, like crash out during a broadcast where she starts speaking in her alien tongue, and the world is witness to it. And now all of a sudden, everybody has to reacclimate to this reality. And then I lost the plot after that. But it's
Oh.
something I have to watch.
I love
What
seeing the
about-
channel. He had a lot of proof, and they seem, yeah. Food and gifts with Bigfoot. Yep. It's a good. I mean, it's a good channel. I watch it. Mark wants tacos. After my Bob Lazar comments, now I'm cooking. Oh, he's like, damn it, woman, get in the kitchen.
Quid pro quo. If you're gonna talk about, hubby too, Bob Lazar, you're gonna make me tacos, lady.
Right. I think I am with Eli. I want there to be a Bigfoot, Chupacabra, and ferrets, but I'm just not sure. No aliens. I can't believe. I think it's hard to wrap your mind around it to believe that and because they make us. They're like, okay, they're these little green creatures with big eyes and head and no hair. And then someone's like, well, no, there's grays and there's greens and there's whites. And so I think it's because over time they've made them so different to, like so different to us that we're like, okay, well, what do they really look like? Well, if you think about it, just like the human race, we have different people too. We have different colors, we have different things like that. And so I guess it would be no different. They would have the same.
Without being insulting, I'd go as far as saying it'd be almost a little foolish to assume there's only one race of aliens. If we're going to open up the Pandora's box that there are aliens, then I think the probability of different races or species is on the table too.
Yeah. And it's just hard to wrap your mind around it because they're like, well, they're these little gray things and they got these big eyes. And you're like, okay, well, first of all, where did that come from? That's my next question. You had to have gotten that from somewhere. So did you just make that up or did you actually see them?
It had to start somewhere, and then the consistency of the imagery, there's got to be some bearing there. There's some merit if it's been consistent for all of this time.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, is there any like specific, not documentaries, but like alien movies you watched when you were younger that just really stuck with you?
Not No, I would watch like the documentaries on aliens. The only really, and it's not an alien show. That's Poltergeist. Um, no, I don't think I really watched any alien
What's
movies.
it's from '87, I believe. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah, I
That
didn't.
was, you didn't see it?
No, I did. No, I'm not a
Oh,
big
God.
movie person. It
Oh,
has to
okay.
really draw me in for me to watch it.
I am an absolute movie buff, and I'm proud of it. I watch movies from
Yeah.
every country, but that is one of the few films that to this day it gave me the creeps. It takes a lot. I watched the darkest, most psychological, depraved horror movies, but this
Hmm.
Alien film was terrifying to me as a child, and even to this day.
Hmm.
I think Richard Dreyfuss is the main actor in that one.
Hmm. The only question I have about Bigfoot is, does he not pass away or the newborn after so many years? I do think there is one. Okay, here's my theory on Bigfoot. And this is from years of looking stuff up, um, watching different channels that, show Bigfoot sightings. And after you watch it for a while, you kind of know what's really, really fake. You can kind of, you're like, come on, that can't be true. So I've been watching it for a long time. So here's my theory on Bigfoot. When these people go out looking for him and they can't find him, it's because, in my opinion only, he lives underground. I believe they live underground in like um, uh, cave tunnels, like in different path. They take different pathways through the tunnels to get to places. I believe they live in the live underground. That's why you can never, like, when people see them and then they just don't see them anymore. Some people believe that they're alien like they can transport in and out. So they're kind of they're a phenomenon. They can disappear. So they're paranormal. I kind of believe I can see that too. But I kind of feel like I'm kind of split with that, because I kind of feel like they're on the lines of, they're human. I mean, they're flesh and blood like we are, but I feel like they live in caves. So if you see them and then you don't see them anymore, it's because they went underground. That's what I feel like they go underground. I also feel like they bury their dead just like we do.
Yeah, I mean, well, given the ancestry, looking at like an ape-like creature, I
Mhm.
think they would have the most. We're going off of pure speculation. The most humanistic qualities, like burying their dead, and living in like a cave-like structure.
Right. Yeah. Am I
Yeah,
muted? Can you hear me?
I hear
That
you.
must have been okay. That must have been from earlier. Yeah, that's what I believe about Bigfoot. I believe, because I'm behind in the comment. Um, I believe that they live in a cave system. That's what I was trying to say. A cave system is where I think they live.
No, you got
Now,
it right. You got it
now,
right. Yeah.
obviously, here in Louisiana, there's not too many caves. So, but you're not just going to go out in the swamp unless you live there and you're familiar with it. You got to be familiar with the swamp. You'll die in the swamp. If you don't know what the heck you're doing, you will die in the swamp. A gator will get you, or you will die in the swamp. So I think they're pretty much protected in the swamp. They don't probably have a cave. I don't know that there's not cave systems here. I mean, the pirate Lafitte, he had a lot of places he hid and stuff, but um, like in the Appalachian Mountains and Tennessee and North Carolina, those places, I believe that Virginia, I think they're in caves in the ground. That's just my opinion.
Again, yeah, given the type of species that we can speculate, which is some form of ape-like creature, yeah, I think cave system just seems to mesh the most with it. If I was to, just entertain this fully, and bear with me, true believers and skeptics, like I am. This is an area that I haven't really thought too much about in the recent years, because the political world we're in and the chaos we're all experiencing on a day in day out basis, trying to survive. But I've always had the open mind and very opinionated on believing that we are not the only species. Far from it.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn this off and see if my other mic will pick up.
Okay. Thus far, I don't hear anything. And to anybody that's in the comments, whoever's hanging and chilling, thank you for doing so. And thanks for bearing with the reverse cowlick alfalfa thing going on. I think you're still muted, by the way. Yeah. You are muted on your channel. You are muted on the channel. Ci vede, ai che ricco ci vede. You could keep on talking, but I cannot hear you. Nope. I'll just sing a song. Let's see. Mi barito ci vede, mi barito ci vede, ai che ricco ci vede. Tuki, 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 tuki. Yeah, no, your mic is kaput, kiboshed. The Men in Black have taken the sound from your vocal cord. They have robbed you of it. We want reparations. Hashtag bring Tammy's voice back. I can see that you're talking, but I hope you're hearing me say we're not hearing a word. You hear me? All right, that's good. I like being heard. Welcome to Tammy's lip reading extravaganza. Let's all just insert what we think and speculate what she could be saying. Maybe it's some of the most coveted secrets of our planet. She's dropping this knowledge, guys, and it is muted. We cannot hear it. That's just how it be. You don't say. Yeah, no, when I went to, I got tacos and like Sasquatch was chilling there. The Men in Black were having cosmopolitans, and then Friggy came out of the blue throwing arrows at me, and it was just absolutely wild. You're still muted, just on the record. Okay, so we're just freestyling this. So I own Tammy's channel right now. Let's see. What else can I share? I wish I could see your comments, guys. I am also known as a Highlander. There can only be one. I didn't steal that idea. It was just my own. It's the life I live. I used to look like Sean Connery back in the 70s. And then this guy named McLeod something or another, he removed my dome from my neck, and, well, that was the end of my Highlander saga. Am I just supposed to react to the lip movements? Well, all right. So you guys heard, this is not the channel. This is not the platform to be saying those kinds of things. I am offended. You can expect a C&D from my attorneys. Frankly, I think you owe everybody an apology. How dare you say that? It was the most offensive thing I've ever heard. How dare you, young lady? You're on thin ice. Thin ice. Hashtag cancel Tammy. It's trending on X/Twitter. Elon Musk just shared this clip because we are outraged as a people. Oh my God, Donald Trump just shared hashtag silence Tammy, keep Tammy silenced. It's growing. You're going viral, sis. You are canceled. You guys hear the knowledge she's dropping, right? Like, I'm honored that I am able to be here on this panel to hear the truth that is coming from her muted mouth. It's just hitting me in the soul. You don't even have to hear it. Just hits you right in the heart. Right in the heart, and mostly in the cowlick. I feel it most in my cowlick. Oh God. Sorry, I get emotional. That's why I shave this part of my face, because the tears, they just, get too encumbered and torn up in the beard, so I just keep it fresh. Hey!
Can you hear me?
I surely do, and myself a little bit.
Nice. Finally. Oh my God.
Well, you kept composed.
I was trying to figure. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I got your back.
Oh my gosh! Thank you for entertaining the troops.
I'm good at stalling. That's what that other show has taught me. Stall.
So, listen, if nothing else, that should bring everybody. Look at that. Look. Oh my nose! Everybody's laughing. I know. Could you see my face? You're like, what is she doing?
But
Oh
it was. I almost wanted to smash my face into a wall because it looked like you were happily having a one-sided conversation with me.
no,
Like, you're like, oh yes, this is fantastic. You can't hear a thing I'm saying, but do go on.
it was on. I had Mac speakers on, and I'm like, why is he not hearing me? I got my Mac speakers on.
This is a conspiracy. This is a trap. You psyoped me.
It was the Men in Black don't want me talking about him anymore.
I told you they took her voice. Y'all ain't listening. I'm dropping truth bombs here.
Most people would have given up. Thank you. I'm like, you freaking kidding me? I was like, I don't know what's going on. I knew y'all couldn't hear me, and I kept saying, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I don't know what's going on. I was laughing at myself because I was like, figure it out, because I knew y'all couldn't hear me, and I was fussing at myself. Figure it out. I was like, oh God, I'm gonna have to start all over.
I was almost convinced. You're like, no, this is going well. Let's see him cook. Go ahead.
Let's see how long we can sit here and let them figure out that I can't get the.
Oh, I will rant until the cows come home or they do not. I am the man that knows how to never shut up.
They can mute you, but they can't strike your. Right, You're right. Bigfoot wants her. Right. They're like, shut up! Quit telling them where we live. Stop tattling on us. Hi, Miss Smith. You just missed my microphone produckle, confuckle, whatever.
Kerfuffle. I like the word cattywampus, by the way.
All of the above. All of the above.
And you missed the monologue of the century. I revealed all of the most important truths. I gave the origin of Stonehenge. Yeah, she was there.
Nice. Yeah. And just as Running Grey Wolf sent me a message to unplug my other thing, I was unplugging it. So that's what worked. She sent me the message, you got to unplug your other mic. And about that same time, I was unplugging it. And I was like, that's got to be it. If this ain't it, I don't know what it is then.
I definitely am gonna rewatch everything that came out of my mouth.
Sure.
I'm able to just turn my brain off somehow, and the vocal cord just continues to work.
There you go, Karen. Discombobulated. Exactly.
Discombobulated.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to I couldn't even figure that word out right. Oh my gosh. Well, we had fun with that one. Now we know what happens when Tammy's mic dies, and yes, she has to use her Mac, which I've always done. I've always used my Mac speakers, and then one day somebody's like, well, you need to get a microphone because it'll drown out sounds around you. And so I did. And so it's been
What kind of mic you rocking?
It is a Mano. Is it a Mano?
It's not a Quad Procast or a Ropecaster?
No. It's a Mano. MAONO.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I like it because it you can set your background noise to like aggressive or light or whatever, and I usually leave mine on aggressive.
Oh, okay. Go figure.
Yeah, and it cuts out the fan and the cats when they're arguing and fighting. He was great, wasn't he?
When did you start like your channel officially? Like, when did you say, I want to make my voice be heard? I want to get on a platform.
This one was 2021.
Okay.
This one was 2021. And the true crimes, I've only had it a little over a year. So January was a year.
Is this the oldest channel that you have?
Yeah, this is my oldest channel. Yep.
My channel is actually damn near as old as YouTube, but I wasn't trying to do anything with it, so I would just when I was an atheist many years ago, I would often try to explain why I was. It was me also seeing if I could convince myself out of it. And
Right.
lo and behold, it's only these past 2.5 years have I returned to Christ. It's been challenging because there's so much information and literature I took in to help me feel justified. But yeah, I got a very, very old channel. That goes without saying.
Well, I've had so if you want to say the true crime channel, I've had it actually since 2013.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
But I never
That's
did
old school.
I didn't have content on it. I've just been a sub. So that technically, if you look at it like that, that is my oldest account.
Okay. So I like to know that because it tells me like what you were able to see, because many things have changed throughout YouTube over the years.
Yes. Yes.
You know, yeah. 2013 was a very strange time.
Yeah.
On the internet.
Yeah, and I've had it that long, but I didn't put content on it till just like a year ago. But this one, I don't know why. I guess when I started this one, I just did it opposite of my other. I just made 2 channels. I'm not really sure why, other than the fact that I've always wanted to keep those 2 channels separate. Like, I don't want to put I do true crime over here, but it's readings on true crime. So yeah. I don't want to kind of mesh them together, like as in, like I do on my true crime, how we talk about them, we go over all the case files and stuff. I don't want to do that over here. I'd rather do that over there.
Well, it's very healthy for like the niche and the algorithm when you keep a particular channel locked in to the type of content without going all over the place.
Yeah,
so that's good. That's the smart move. My channel is it's a cavalcade of chaos. But I accept that as being kind of who I am. I am manic. I am bipolar, and sometimes my channel will reflect that. And I've grown to be okay with that.
Yeah. One time I was on a panel with the creator Armand for something happened. She left me there by myself, so I had to entertain the chat. That's hard to do. It is hard to do sometimes. And you know what? You know what, Eve? Sometimes if I will, I'm one of those people that I would rather like know the day before I go live, just because I'm being a Capricorn, we like to plan things out. But then the whole day I'm thinking, I'm going to go live. What if, and then things start getting in the way and I'm like, well, see, now I can't go live. Now, see, I can't go live. I can't do this because now I can't do this. I'm not going to have time to do this. Now I'm going to be all stressed out when I go live. And that's just that. It's almost like if you set it up too soon, then you talk yourself out of it because you get nervous, to go live again. And then you're just like, fuck it. I'm just going to go live. And, because everybody around you always seem to have a plan. And then, I have a plan, but then it never comes out. Like something happens. So I
empathize very strongly. The astrology stuff far better than I do. So I'm apparently a Virgo / Libra rising. September 22nd is my birthday.
Okay.
And for me, I feel like I act when I know I can freestyle, like I'll go on a whim. I do that a lot. But when I try to fit into a schedule, it might feel like it's a painful grind, but it is helpful to me.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always go my way.
Yeah. Yeah. So you said you're a Virgo?
Yeah, dominant Virgo. And then I think the other portion is like Libra rising or some shit.
Okay. So your moon, if your sun is a Virgo, my friend Megan, she's a Virgo. And Virgos are just like, they know what they want. They're straight to the point. They don't like no BS. They will tell you in a minute. And they will probably hurt your feelings as they're telling you.
Oh, wow.
That is just straight honesty. A Virgo is a lot like a Capricorn. See, Virgos and Capricorns and Tauruses are earth signs. And we as earth signs, we just don't give a F. I don't have a poker face, and I probably will hurt your feelings. Virgos and Tauruses and Capricorns tend to be straight to the point, and sometimes they will hurt your feelings. Like, if you have done something to me and I feel like that's, unforgivable, I will cut you off with a swiftness. Now, when I do that, I don't call you, I don't stalk you, I just cut you off. Like, there is no communication. Like, I block you, I cut you off. There's
Yeah.
going to be no back and forth. You're not going to find that from me. And most probably, that's it. You will never get that chance again, ever, for with me. And I just don't. People just know where I stand. Like, if you ask me something, you're just going to know where I stand. I don't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah.
And that's an earth sign also.
The bluntness, I just know that's something. That's why I think I use so many extra words, is so I don't always come off so sharp, because throughout many of the relationships I've had in my life, I emotionally hurt a lot of good women. And if I go further back enough, I'll justify it with, at first my first loves all cheated on me, and then I had to get my revenge on total innocence. Stupid, young man shit. But I've learned from all that, and in the present now, though, I've just learned when one is blunt, you still have to have a little bit of grace. I don't want to rip someone's fucking heart out or anything.
Right.
But that being said, I'll also ghost somebody very, very easily. And they'll be like, can we resolve this? I'll do a hardcore confrontation. I'll let everything that needs to be said, and then I'll disappear.
Well, if it's worth it, I will. If you're worth me having that conversation with you, I will have it. But chances are you gave me the scissors and I used them.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Chances are you gave that to me and you just handed me the scissors, and I'm like, okay. And there's the one thing I can't, as a Capricorn, and this is earth sign again, is I don't like you to lie to me or lie on me. If you lie to me or you lie on me and say I said something or did something or I acted on something and it is not true, I just don't have a lot for that.
All right, story time. This happened maybe 5-6 years ago. I had a very close best friend of mine, and he lied to a gal that we were just very close, and he said something despicable to her, saying that I said it. So this was my rationale. Tell me if this is a Virgo something. Mm-hmm. I decided to, and I was doing Stuck in the Middle or another variant of that show. So I decided to film my confrontation. I went to his house and I banged on his door. How old was I? I was like in my mid-30s. I demanded that the mother get the son out there, and then I turn on the camera and I'm filming. I'm like, this is evidence that I'm not armed. And then I threw the camera and just started choking the shit out of him. And I beat him down a little bit. Sorry, I'm getting lost in the memory here. But I was very, very angry. Suffice it to say, I didn't overly, hurt him where he needed to go to the hospital. But that was the end of the friendship.
Right.
Now I don't think that's a rational thing, but that's an example of me getting my one confrontation and then it's fucking over.
Yeah. See, that Virgos can be like that. Now see, if you have a Libra, because you have a sun, a moon, and a rising sign. So if your sun moon, which is your main sign, is Virgo, and then you said you thought Libra was rising. So Libra is your, they're like the truth person. They like facts. They like
wow, that makes sense a lot.
They like looking things up. They like receipts. And Capricorns like receipts too, because if I keep receipts. And if you tell me you did something and you did not do it, I will have the receipt. Just like I fought with the pool people a couple of weeks ago and I had my receipts. I'm like, you don't, I have my receipts. And Libras are like that too, because they're used, Libras are on the side of the sword, which is justice and facts and legal. And Libras don't like a lot of weeds, crap, trash. They're that kind of person. And they're always seeking knowledge. Libras are always seeking knowledge. They're always seeking truth. And they are really big into justice and truth and knowledge. And being with the sword, they can kind of lay on the truth for a little bit. They can kind of hold it for a little bit and say, okay, this is my pocket over here. This is my F around and find out folder. And this is, I'm just going to lay on this for a little while. And this is my give it to you with my best shot folder. So you're organized. Your earth sign comes in there organized, but your Libra comes down there. We're going to break it down.
That it's to a T. Do you know who Captain Kurt Reacts is?
I've heard that.
Ryan Upchurch's old butt buddy. And him and I we used to be cool when I was, after Ryan Upchurch shouted me out. And then like 4 years later, this was like a month ago, he said, we never talked on the back streets. And I kept saying, I will show the world the DMs and make you look like a fool. I gave him every chance, and then he kept on provoking me. And so I sat on that for 4 fucking years, and I said, all right, here it is. I don't like doing that because I think that's a breach of some kind of word bond or trust. It's private, but if you're going to outright lie in public on me and say this never happened, well, I'll prove you fucking wrong.
Exactly. I'm like that too. I'm like, I will sit on it. I try to be good to everyone. I know you do, Eve.
Eve, you're one of the friends. Like I don't really know you except from where I've seen you and how I've seen you interact. You are one of the kindest souls. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm. She is. She's always here supporting me too.
She is like Johnny on the spot. Like when someone is going on, and like sometimes it just takes. When I go live and I don't make any announcement or promotion, seeing just that one person there, just saying, hey, hi there, I'm here, it helps me take that deep breath and then just go on my rant. I just say my first 2 hellos and then I concentrate.
Yep. But being that Libra, you have those little folders to the side. So there's 3 signs. So like mine is my sun sign, my main sign is a Capricorn. And then my moon sign is an Aries. So that's where a lot of my fire comes from. That's where my Aries are fiery. Oh, there's the balloon. I forgot. That's what brings the balloons. It must
be an Aries brings the balloons.
No, do you see those? Do you see
I just saw balloons, and I don't know if it's the shrooms I took 8 years ago or.
There's certain things you can do, and it'll make different things come up.
Oh yeah. Like right. I got you.
Balloons or whatever. But the Aries is my fiery side. That's sometimes I have to. The grounded side has to talk to the fiery side. The earth and the fire have to get together sometimes because the Aries they're fiery. They're straight to the point. They can be a little overboard. We can kind of go into a situation with our temper and stuff and kind of like take, do what we want to do then. And then we may step back and say, okay, yeah, I probably should have went about that a little differently, but it is what it is with Aries,
Can you astrologically make sense of this one trait of mine that I've done everything I can to suppress it? Anytime, and this is how I broke my nose twice, and various other conflicts. Whenever there's a fight around me, for some stupid reason, I feel this impulse and need to get in the middle of it and either defend the side I think is right or outright stop the fight, which is often at a cost. I'll go as far back to the first fight I saw in middle school. It was with a girl that was one of my best friends, and I was watching her fight. They were laughing and beating each other, and all of our friends in the trailer park were they were laughing, and they're like, "Yeah, keep going, more, more, more." And I remember I was the only one that shouted, "This is fucking sick!" And I was like, "Just make it stop!" And I
Yeah.
tried. To this day, I mean, the last time I don't go to bars anymore, but there was some fight brewing, and I jumped in to try to stop it, and to do that, it had to get physical. What side of that is me? Why do I do that?
That's probably Virgo.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because
Oh,
Virgos are like, they are like Capricorns are quiet, and they're like schedules, and they're not as confrontational as Virgos. Virgo is what I'm trying to say. Virgos are a little more confrontational than a Capricorn is, because a Capricorn is more like, I just don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with you, so I'm just going to cut you off. But a lot of times the Virgo's like, oh, fuck that.
in my real life, I'm very confrontational.
I'm going to tell you what the hell I think, and then I'm going to cut your ass off. So Virgos are a little more temperament like that. They're a little bit.
Does it make sense to you? Because I see Ducks mention. So Josh to me represents like the side of a person that I can't be, which is why I think we produce great chemistry. He is the structure. He does, like, throughout the years, we've had our growing pains. I used to think he tried to control too much, and we went through our tit for tats, and we've had to learn to, coexist, and we do. But does it make sense as a Libra? Is there something about them liking control, structure, formatting?
Yeah, because Libra is like, if you're the King of Swords, you're justice, truth. You just want facts. You just want to deal with. You don't like the crap. You don't like the bullshit. You don't like the weeds, or you don't like the stuff that they put in there to add to the facts. But you have this over here. They're like, no, I want to know the 5 ingredients to make a cake. Don't give me 10 as side options.
That makes sense.
The 5 ingredients. That's it. Don't give me options. Don't show me what it could be over here. Don't give me second options. This is it. That's what I want.
Yeah, he's very terse, and yeah, what you just described is damn spot on.
Yeah, they are Libras are just like, they're almost no nonsense, no fun kind of, like, sometimes a Libra doesn't know how to have fun because they're so concerned with facts and truth and cutting through like, if you want, like, I could see like lawyers being a Libra. I could see police officers being a Libra. I could see judges being a Libra. Those kinds of people that go straight for facts, proof, put it on paper. Sometimes Libras are like, sometimes I wish Libras would think outside the box.
Nail on the head there. He insists to this day, even though it's all in the computer and on a screen, he has to print a docket. We'll have a docket of 40 pages, and we won't hit everything, but that's his form of organization, and it's just how he knows to do what he does.
It kind of sounds like he might have some earth in there somewhere. It sounds like he might have some earth sign in there somewhere. But Libras are very, they're just that very truth seeking, fact seeking. But it's kind of like some Libras, and I think it depends on the age of the Libra. They'll get where they're like, nope, this is the best way to do it. I grew up doing it this way, and we're going to keep doing it this way. Yeah, but hello, there's you got other options. You don't have to always do it that way. Like if you set something down, like, nope, it couldn't possibly be there because I didn't put it there. And then you go there and it's there. And it's like,
it took, and to his credit, it took some years for me to even feel like new ideas could be introduced, and then a discussion would have to go forward just to implement something. But all in all, though, like, he is truly like a brother to me, and we kind of equalize each other out.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a Libra on your side, you definitely got somebody that's loyal to you. They'll, the truth is, they're going to seek the truth. Sometimes Libras will get aggravated with you because you don't see it the way they see it. And you just have to say, look, dude.
Yeah, that's
calm yourself, because just because I don't see it your way does not mean that my way is wrong. It just means my way is different, or I see it differently than you.
You hit a nerve.
That's why we're here, because of differences, and everybody needs to listen to people's differences, because my idea is different than yours. Maybe we can take half of yours and half of mine and make a great idea out of it. Who knows? But Libras can be that way. They can be like, nope, I don't like your idea.
For all the years I've known him, he's always enjoyed playing the devil's advocate just for the sake of it. Sometimes to promote the discourse or to make sure that all the ground is being covered.
Yeah.
But I remember, he was doing another show that stopped being successful. It was no longer sustainable because he wanted to talk about political things and his other co-hosts were too pussy to do it. Mm-hmm. That's why the Stuck in the Middle show was born, because I was always willing to go there.
Yeah. And Libras are very intelligent because they're always seeking knowledge and always wanting to learn, and they're always looking for different ins and outs, and proving that their way's the best way and stuff. So, but if you got a Libra, if you know a Libra, they're always going to be, they're always going to be, they're not going to lie to you for sure. Most Libras do not.
Yeah, no, it's not something that's synonymous with who he is or ever was. I don't think he's actually ever lied to me.
Libras are October. Let me see. Hold on. And I probably have it up here on this right here.
Ooh, dead air. I get to stall.
Yeah.
All right. So, what month was a Libra born? Well, let's see. For one, I just want to go out on a limb here and share that Friggy the Clown, which is it is a mutation of Ziggy and Fred in one. They live in my closet somehow, some way. When her channel's not live, I have to check this closet because she's randomly throwing it randomly throws arrows at me. And I mentioned that because of that stupid short she made saying, hey guys, I need to farm some engagement. You ever think that maybe somebody got hit with an arrow in the Summer Wells case? Well, what do you guys think? Come on in. Yeah, that's the version. The game show host Friggy Ziggy lives in my closet, and that's a matter of transcribed fact, and I will not hear any counterclaims.
September 23rd and through October 22nd are Libras.
Okay. I'm almost tempted to have you one day, maybe you and him could talk and you break some of this down to him. I'd like to see how he'd respond. That'd be content for me for days.
Content, yeah.
Content brain.
Let's see. September 20th. Yep, that's what I just said. Yep. Share, are you making your tacos? What kind of tacos? Are beef tacos, chicken tacos, shrimp tacos? What kind of tacos?
Bob Lazar brand tacos.
I caught a few minutes of Stuck in the Middle yesterday for the first time. Oh, cool, Karen. Good.
Thank you so much, Karen. I acknowledge that the show, the easy route is if we chose any one specific thing and leaned in on that. We took the approach where we want everybody to come to the table and have a conversation. So it's not easy. You could catch flies with honey much easier, but this is the challenge we've endeavored, and it's a learning process.
Mhm. Right,
Yeah.
Taco Friday. But I think their show is kind of like, I wish I had a helicopter. I'd come for dinner, share. I want to come to your house for dinner because Brother Bill's always cooking something good. What was I saying?
Were you thinking about what, stuck in the middle?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that y'all talk about. I know you have like in your description because sometimes I do this in your description you put something, but y'all go like off the track, down the road, behind the trees, down the woods.
100%. I mean, sometimes we're great at making sure we hit all the points before the end, which is, I think, where you guys came in. But
Yeah.
we happen to be blessed with 3 amazing phone calls instead of trolls and straight up Nazis this time.
Yeah,
So that was great.
yeah,
It was one of our better shows in the past 2 months, and
Yeah.
we always feel great the day after a good show.
yeah. So I do here too. Like sometimes I'll come on here and I'm like, and everybody's like, it's always a good show, but I always feel like it could have been better. I could have done something more. I could have added something to it because when you get here in your studio and I know that chat may not know that, but you'll know this. When you put in your description something, you have to cover that.
Yeah, often. I mean, that is usually the goal, especially if it's in our thumbnail or title. We feel obligated to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if we don't, it used to be they would get you for it, and I'm like, I started thinking, how are they going to know? They're not going to sit and watch everybody's live and make sure they covered everything that was on that description because they don't. There's no way people over YouTube is going to do that. But I don't know if
Yeah, no, hell no. We've gotten away with freaking, the worst of it. I was going to use the M word here. We've gotten away with everything. The only unceremonious, legitimate strike we got, and this is very appropriate for the times, was during COVID, and all Josh had said was, I went to New York and I contracted it, and we got a strike just for that.
Was it the word contracted?
No. Him simply saying that he got COVID when he went to New York.
Oh, he said it. He said the COVID word in that.
Yep, you're right. I will never forget that time in our history, and I think people would very easily forget how it has impacted the world. A lot of things changed, and not for the better.
Yeah.
Some things changed, arguably, debatably, in a positive, but like all these DoorDash and people feeling more prone to want to stay put instead of move and be more self-sufficient.
Yeah.
People have you seen WALL-E, that Disney or Pixar movie WALL-E?
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about.
So you remember how the humans were illustrated? They were just overweight and stuck in their electronic mobile moving chairs, and they didn't have to get up and do a damn thing. It feels like we essentially got programmed into being one step closer to that.
And the other thing that happened is it made kids more electronic. Them stuck to games more, like now, all of these PS, what is it? Now is it like 5 PS?
Are you
PlayStation?
Oh, the PS5. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Sony fan.
Yeah. I don't have that. I've never had the PlayStation, but it made kids do that. Now they're all these game systems that are out. Now they just want to stay inside and be, on the game system. And now YouTube, you can put it on your TV. So now kids can get on YouTube on their TV and watch it. I mean, they've made them inside kids instead of.
Yes, they fast-tracked that, if anything. And it's, the consoles and the internet in and of itself, though. You can access. I hate the things that are available for children. Yeah. There's whole expose channels that I follow diligently these VR games where children are available to predators that just do and say the cringiest things and
Mhm.
find kids. Roblox has become a demonic thing that
Yep.
was supposed to be like, and the age verification is a joke. You just click a box and you're in there with a bunch of 40, 50 plus year olds talking about God knows what.
Yeah. Yeah. Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I still have my Super Nintendo. It's worth a couple hundred now.
We have a Wii. The
Yeah,
Wii.
that might get you a little something. Super Nintendo's got that retro '90s flavor. The Wii came out in the early 2000s, I believe.
But I like the Wii because you can't get online with it.
Yeah, well, uh, in my defense, not that I'm defending a damn thing. I followed PlayStation. All right, look, I owned a Nintendo, and then Super, and then PS1, 2, 3, 4, and I have the 5. I don't like playing online. I don't play online.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's
I
why I like the Wii because you can't. There's no way to play online from the Wii.
and it even incentivizes playing with like people near you,
Hmm.
like family game nights or with the neighbors, which is something that sadly has been lost with the online lobbies. I used to do it. The biggest time I did that was when I had a major like life-saving surgery, my lung surgery, and I had to just be prone for like 7 months, and then
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
every day playing online.
Yeah. And that's different, though, Eli, did you ever play The Blob?
If you're talking about Katamari, which is the Japanese version of the Blob, where there's a lot of different versions. Katamari, yes. If it's called the Blob, I don't believe so. And fun fact, the original Steve McQueen, the Blob movie, I had it on VHS as a kid, and I watched it religiously.
I remember, I know the movie, but I don't know what Cher's talking about, so I'm kind of close.
There's a game out there called the Blob. You just go and collect everything, destruction in your path and in your wake, and everything just comes connected, and you just keep on growing and rolling through everything.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. No, the boy that fed the Blob jelly beans, I think.
No, the boy that fed the Blob. Oh shit. If it's a modern thing, all right. Well, just being honest, I don't believe so. Even though this sounds very familiar, it sounds like an indie game where so something similar, but no, it doesn't sound like it. I'm pretty good on knowing all the stuff I've played and watched. I'm not gonna say it in full, but they still don't have access to that thing. It's crazy.
Still don't have access.
No, like legitimate. So when I opened it up dangerously on my live, if I would have clicked the box, it would just take you to that same lady that's in the suit saying your state has changed the laws. So
Yeah.
I'm curious, how are everybody else out there taking care of that? Sorry, I know this is the last thing that you want to discuss.
Pretty strict for kids, though. Y'all got some of the best kid laws protecting kids.
Yeah, good.
Florida does. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, Cher just sent. That's an old. Oh my god, girl, that's retro as all hell. Yeah. So this was prevalent during my elementary school days. My god, there's a great video by a creator who's a legend called the Angry Video Game Nerd, and he did a whole video about that. Yeah, no, I played it, but I was so young and my memory is so sporadic. I couldn't share the joys I had, but yeah, it was something I have played in the past.
Yeah. I miss your comic book shorts, Eli.
I gotta stop buying comics. I gotta sell more, but I am still addicted to some runs that I have to see to their end. Yeah. But by God, here, let me see if you can see. Oh God, this would have mess. I should be ashamed of myself. All right, this is just graphic novels. Below and further down and further down. And then, oh, sorry, I closed the screen. Okay, good. And then there's this box full of more up there, all over the place. I'm easily sitting on maybe, I don't know, like $20,000 worth of shit I want to sell.
So you're a cosmic comic book collector?
Cosmic? Did you wait?
Yeah, I
Oh,
meant comic book.
yeah. I've been a comic book collector. I think just there was a point where I was getting bored when I was drinking, and I no longer do that. It's been 3 years now, and I think it was nostalgia.
Yeah,
One day out of the blue, some years ago, I was like, "Let me see where Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are," and I just since then I've been trying to catch up. It's impossible. It's their strategy is you start and then you're hooked because it never ends.
yeah.
But there are some great stories. There are some particular titles that I want to take with me to my grave, but I've realized you can't take them with you, and family needs come first. So I am trying to get rid of a lot.
Yeah. Comics never get old. Yeah.
I mean, if you got some vintage comic books, though, it's crazy how much money you can make. There's a one specific comic that I sold. I bought it 3 years in 2022, and I sold it 2 months ago. It cost me $6, and I got $300 for that one single comic book.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. Congratulations on your sobriety. I'm super proud of you, Running Gray Wilson.
thank you very much. I think when you get to my age, 41, you're like, it's boring. I have nothing to gain from it. And if I go out with the friends and drink, usually dumb shit happens. And I've gotten completely bored too of smoking weed. I like my clear mind.
Yeah. That's the Libra. You like that clear mind.
Is that a Libra thing?
Yeah, because they're swords, and they like mental clarity.
Oh, well, no, Josh does not like mental clarity. I enjoy mental clarity. Oh, yeah, no, Virgo and then Libra. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Libra rising, is that what I was?
I think that's what you told me. Yeah.
Virgo, and then, okay. Got it.
So would anybody likes me to read some cards tonight for them? Karen, have I ever read for you, Karen? I don't know if I have. I believe I've read for Ronnie, and I know I've read for Running Gray Wolf at some point. And of course, Cher.
I'm going to always do my little cringy, well, guys, I think it's time. I gotta work. Boo hoo, everybody's gotta work. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I want to play a video game because, by God, I don't utilize my free time. But I will be watching, and I want to see you. I did initially come here wanting to just see Tammy, the showrunner. But I also wanted to pop up, and this was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do enjoy chatting with you. I'm looking forward to like the next official thing that where we all put our heads together and like this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that being said, hey, thank you all, Tammy, sis. You're nothing more. You are just an absolute blessing.
Oh, thank you.
The quad squad, and those of you that I can't see currently, thank you for rocking with us. You're all MVPs. God bless one and all. I'll be in the chat listening.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you. Take care.
My friend. Yes, I've read for you, Ronnie. Sweet. Maybe she will if she wants to come back in, if she's still here. She said she was going to dinner, so maybe she'll come back. I don't think so. I would love for a reading. Okay, Karen. Just tell me if you would like a general. Like a general is just like a general for what's coming up, like in the next few days or week, or anything specific like you want read on. But most people pick a general because it kind of gives them what's coming up, for the week. Let me grab some cards here. I will grab the deck that got me. Okay, Duck, thank you. Thank you so much for coming in. I am so happy that you did. Thank you very much. I'm going to use the deck that I named my channel after. Okay, Duck. See you soon, too. Oh. A general. Okay, I got you. Oh, that was pretty quick. Too many, one at a time, one at a time. Too many, one at a time. There we go. Let's see. right, Miss Karen. Okay. Are you ready? My hair is like cray cray. What is the name of the library? Okay, here we go for Miss Karen. So I have kittens out here outside on my porch of my studio, and they're chasing these these big old beetle, like I call them, they're June bugs, and they're just chasing them all around out here, and they're jumping on the window, and they keep distracting me. They're so cute. Okay, you have started out with a very good card. This is the Six of Wands. So here it is. So with the Six of Wands, this is like victory. This is like accomplishing something or achieving something. This can also mean standing out. Like maybe you've accomplished something at work, and like maybe you're just standing out, or it doesn't have to be at work. Initially it could be just standing out, where you're being recognized. You've done something where you're being recognized. And the people behind you are celebrating. They're also letting you know you have support. So you could be wanting to do something that's maybe you felt like it's a challenge. I kind of feel like that. And you've got the support system behind you to help you. So with the Six of Wands, if you're wondering about doing something, it's telling you, if you do, you're going to be victorious in it. But it feels like you're standing out. It feels like you're being recognized. Maybe you're being recognized for something. But you do have that support system around you. But when the moon comes in, so that's telling you it's like this is something victorious for you, but you can't see everything ahead of you. It's kind of like a mystery to you. You don't see what's before you. So say you're accepting a new position, and you're moving forward in it, and you're thinking, man, what's up ahead? What happens if I don't do this, or if I do that? Or, is this schedule is it going to change how I do things at home and stuff like that? But the moon's telling you, you can't know everything. We can't know everything. There's got to be some mystery as we go. And so with the moon telling you that, it's like use your intuition and let it lead and guide you. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, then don't do that. I almost kind of feel like it's saying, you've got somebody there too, like somebody you can talk to, like a mentor. Because you see, he's walking there and he's got the walrus with him and he's got all the little penguins behind him. So he's got, once again, it's telling you got support. Just use your intuition and let it lead and guide you. The moon can be about short cycles too. So it could be like you're going on this new thing, but you're kind of nervous and worried about it. But it's kind of telling me like you're going to fit right. You're just going to kind of move right in it. You're just going to kind of just move in it quicker than you think. You're just kind of fit in it. The Seven of Cups upright. This is like a lot of choices. This is like some of the choices can be illusional choices, like they look better than they are. But yours was in reverse. So this tells me that you've already probably made your choices. You probably were able to kind of weed through the choices. Some of them were like really bad, and then some of them were really good. So it wasn't too bad for you and your choices. So I kind of feel like you already made that. The King of Cups, I feel like, is support for you, because the King of Cups is about somebody that's rock solid. You see how he's got water all around him, rushing around him, but he's just sitting on his throne like, okay, I'm not worried about it. So the King of Cups, he is that person that things can be going crazy around him, but he's still that solid person. He's still that rock. He's still that person that, okay, I'll listen to you. I got good advice for you that I think is good advice, but I've got good advice for you, but I won't tell you what to do. But because like this could be somebody emotionally connected to you, so it could be a husband, it could be a best friend, it could be a son, a child. It doesn't necessarily have to be masculine energy. I just kind of feel like it is with this one. But this is a very supportive person, and they're always there to offer you, help or guidance or just a lending ear. And I think they're kind of, I don't know, I kind of feel like they are, the King of Cups can be a little emotional. They can be not as dramatic as the Queen of Cups, because she can be dramatic. But sometimes they can be like to the point of, and they kind of just like roll their eyes, but they're kind of lovingly about it. But I feel like they're, with the Ace of Wands here, they're like in support of what you're doing. So Ace of Wands is like something new that came up pretty quick. So it's like maybe the offer was there quicker than you thought it would be. But the Ace is here saying, like, take it. You've got the support. That's what the Ace of Wands is about. It's about new starts, new beginnings. And you see how your candle's burning at one end, and they're always telling you, do not burn your candle at both ends, So, and I don't feel like you are, because this is going to bring the end of something. So the 10 of Wands is the end of a burden. Like, so if you were worried about something coming up, the 10 of Wands is telling you you're almost there. You're almost at the end of that burden. You do not have to worry about it anymore. You're almost there. Your goal's almost ahead. And with the 10 of Cups, I'm guessing this is like, well, I'm not guessing totally. I'm feeling that this is family, because the 10 of Cups is family, having everything you need. So it's accomplishment, achievement. So I kind of feel like it's going to help your family. It's going to bring you into that next level that you wanted to be in. It's going to be like more security for your family. And I feel like this decision was based on your family. Like, you were putting them first. And so I feel like, that the burden of worrying about that's now coming in. You're going to be able to have that. Wishes coming true, stability in your family was coming first. Now your 2 of Cups is here. This is a good card too, because this is communication. This doesn't necessarily have to be like a partner. This could be a very good friend. This could be a relative, but this is just communication between someone that emotional support. This is somebody that's to help you, but it's somebody that definitely somebody that and somebody that you've known. But they're like, I'm here to support you, man, or her girl. I'm here to support you. We'll work together, and celebrate together, because it can be about celebration too. Now, the 8 of Swords can be like you feel like you're bound to something. So there may be something coming up that you feel like you're bound to, and it may have to do with what you're doing here. But don't be bound to something because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, or you don't want to leave like, you don't want to leave them and leave them stranded, but you want to do this because this is better for you. So it's telling you you're really not bound to that situation. Just it's a mind game. In your mind, you think you're bound to it, but just let it go. Because that, you see with the 8 of Swords, you see the split in the swords. So she's not caged in there, and her bounds aren't very tight. So it's kind of like you're binding yourself to the situation. So don't do that, because you have the swords there that will help you fight through the next part that you're going through. Now, these next two cards are funny because they're the King and Queen of Wands, and I'm going to tell you about this. To get the minor arcana cards in, like to get the King and Queen together is pretty good. I mean, it's not pretty good, it is good. They're both fiery. The Queen of Wands, she is she's very creative. She's a multitasker. She can multitask. She can take something, like you can give her a situation, the Queen, and if no one else can do it, the Queen can do it because she's creative. She can figure out a way to do it, and she's confident. She has that confidence to step up and do it, and she will do it. And you see, she's in the desert with a cat, and I mean, she's like sitting on that throne. So this is confidence, creativity, and confidence in yourself, and it's saying just take that position because you're creative, you've got confidence, you can take on probably things that other people can't figure out or see a solution to or get frustrated with. The Queen doesn't. She just goes in and takes care of it. Now, some people call her off with your head kind of queen because she's no nonsense. She don't put up with bull crap. So if somebody goes in and feeds her a line of crap, she's like, bullshit. You know better than that. I know better than that. Let's deal with it. So she's that kind of queen. And, well, I'm sorry, this is the knight, not the king. But the knight, he's like a missionary. So he is like, I'm on a mission. I got one thing on my mind that I'm going to do, and I'm going to take care of it. Sometimes with the knight, they get a little, I don't want to use careless as the word, but they kind of just go in and take good care of what they need to and then see what happened in the fallout around them. So sometimes they can just go straight into something and not pay attention to the things around it because they have a goal. They have accomplished something that they want to accomplish. And they're very courageous, and they're very, they just know what they want. And so they just take care of it and they get in there. And I like the knight because he's courageous. He's not scared of anything. There is a lot of air here. So there could be the air sign is definitely in here because there's so much air here. There's 6 of Wands, there's Ace of Wands, there's 10 of Wands. We've got the Knight of Wands, we got the Queen of Wands. So you're ending with one of the best cards. This is the Magician. And this card basically is you have the skills to pay the bills. You know what you're doing. You're controlling everything around you. Your environment, you're controlling it. You're in charge of what happens now. So anything that you want to do now, you're in charge of it and you can handle it and you're in control of it. Sometimes when the Magician comes in, he can come in and say, just be careful that people don't come in and try to trick you or try to tell you something that's not true. Because the Magician can cut through that pretty quick. And also, the Magician can be about manifesting. So manifest what you want. Think about it, dream about it, talk about it, write it down. Because writing things down, like if you write it on a piece of paper and you fold it towards you, that is something that you want. You want that to come to you. And then you can, burn it under a candle for 3 days, or you can set it on the third night after you burned it. Like, take your candle, set it underneath the glass, and after the third night you can take it outside and burn it, and then your wishes go into the universe. If it's something you don't want, once you write it down, you fold it away from you, you do the same 3-day thing, and then you burn it outside, and that also puts it into the universe. This is a great reading. So it's telling me that you're, whatever you're wanting, definitely move into it because it's there for you. It seems that you've maybe, I kind of feel like you're being recognized, or you've stepped up into something where you're going to be like maybe the boss of a group or a manager or something. But it looks like it was something very good for you. But don't get caught up in being bound to something that you're not. But yeah, you're with the Magician here. You are definitely in control of the situation. That is a great card. Let me pull you a Mushroom Folk Oracle. We will see what the shrooms say for you. Eli has a job loser. Okay. All right. Let me get this for you, Miss Karen. Oh, that was quick. The Lynchen Folk. L-I-C-A, yeah, Lynchen Folk. Okay. Aren't they cute? I love them. They kind of remind me of the Lord and the Lady in one of the decks I have. They kind of remind me of that. Okay, let's look them up. And whoever has a headache in chat, y'all go take care of that after this. Please take something for your headache. Okay. All right. The Lynchen Folk. Okay. Cultivate loving, supportive partnerships. Hey, I was just talking about the support you had. This dear little Lynchen couple has been wandering the deep woods for thousands of years and appears now to share some messages with you. As in any marriage, both partners are forever changed by their union. The Lynchen folk are positive role models of a sacred union as they exchange what the other needs to grow and thrive. A marriage or engagement could be on the cards. If not your own, then you may be part of a wedding party or attending a ceremony of someone close to you. If you haven't already, you will soon find your soulmate. This Lynchen folk assure you this relationship will allow you both to retain your individuality while you grow together in a union of support and balance. If you are already in a partnership, it may be time to check in and examine each other's feelings. This may prompt you to step it up a bit by surprising your partner with something fun or meaningful that lets them know you appreciate them. Bonding with existing friends is also on the cards. Plan a holiday or a few days away with a special comrade and create lifelong memories together. A new association or acquaintance may become a great friend. Signing contracts and making deals that respect and benefit both parties are highlighted. Hey, that's what I just said. I think it benefits you, and you need to take a sinus pill, Ronnie. See, I know. I'm like, hey, what is it? The Lynchen folk caution against toxic partnerships. That's what I think the Magician was here talking to you about, being tricked. That's what I believe. The Lynchen folk caution against toxic partnerships. Beware of anyone who drains your energy. Staying around toxic people too long puts you at risk of absorbing the energy they emit. Stay on guard around this sort of behavior. Above all, remember that you deserve to be surrounded by loving, supportive family, friends, and partners, and you have that. Lynchen is formed of two organisms, fungus and algae. Each provides the other with the nutrients they need to survive and thrive. Lynching is found worldwide and has existed on Earth for at least 4 billion years. Okay. It is the balance of life. They absorb pollutants from the atmosphere, including heavy metals, sulfur, and carbon. As lynching can survive in the harshest conditions, animals can rely on them to provide food in times of scarcity. Deals, negotiations, partnerships, marriage, contracts, business, mergers, agreements, union, and balance. That's what this card means. Twin quartz is a good crystal for you to have around you, because that brings the union, the bonding, and the friendship. And it also brings calming energy, and it enhances unions and partnerships. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. I love that. So, twin quartz. So it's just like, I don't think I have a twin quartz. Let me look that up. I have everything else. I have rose quartz, and I have just regular quartz, and I have green quartz, but I don't think I have twin quartz. Let me look it up for you. So it's saying like union, because it's good for being togetherness, union. I kind of feel like it's gray, but let's see. Wine shop. Yeah, it's just clear quartz, and it's just two of them together. Yep, that's what it is. So it would be two spears, or two. See how they're connected? They're joined together. That's basically what that is. And I probably have that. I just didn't know that. I mean, I've just always thought of it as quartz, But did that help you? That was a pretty crystal, wasn't it? Was that close? I wasn't reading the chat, so I wasn't sure. Until I seen Ronnie say she needed sinus bill. It did. That's why I like those. Sometimes I like to pull or like I've said before, I don't know if I've told y'all before. I'm pretty sure I have. But oracles get right to the point. They will get right to the point. And tarot tells a story, and I like it when it tells a story, because I just kind of like the backstory, Yes, that was awesome. It was dead on. It's all about work for sure. Well, it looks like I would like to say congratulations, because it looks like you are moving on up, and that is awesome. And it looks like it's going to benefit you. So that's good. And you're in control of it with the magician here. It's like, you know what you're doing. You got the skills. Yeah, you got the skills and that's a great card for work. The magician is, and manifesting. Because the magician, he's just controlling everything around him. And you see how he's doing it? He's just not even he's not even exerting himself. He's just like, okay, I'm controlling the water and the air and the sword and the air and the pinnacles. So you're controlling the pinnacles, which is your money. So, and you're not afraid. See, and that's what this is that's what this is saying. You got it. You are, and the queen is here, and when she's here holding court, queen of, she is like your, to the point, if you can't handle it, I can. Step over here, and I'll take over. That's her. Very good. Very good. I'm glad. Good. You should be with me. Queen is here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get on that throne, girlfriend. Multitask. Tell them who's boss. I like the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I do. I like her because she's just to the point. She's like, and she's she's creative. So if somebody can't figure it out, she can. Oh, failing facility. I don't think you're going to have any trouble doing what you need to do. Somebody may make you feel like, if you do this, this is going to happen. But I mean, you just have to, there's always somebody you got to be wary of. You know what I mean? There's always that person that doesn't want you to succeed or doesn't want change. That's what I'm really feeling. I'm feeling they don't want change. They don't like change. That's what kind of what I'm hearing. And I also get something like you're uncovering some stuff maybe they didn't want you to see. They don't like change, but they want you to come in and take over, but they don't like, it's kind of weird. They kind of like want the change, but they don't, but they want you to come in and take over, but they don't want you to say anything about anything that you saw. I don't know. That's kind of weird. That's just kind of what I'm getting and feeling and hearing. Seafiles comes in here and makes one comment. Yes, that's the staff is not all happy that I will. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I was feeling. Yeah. That's what I was feeling. I was hearing it. I kept hearing change and hiding. And so, yeah. Well, I mean, if you're doing that, if you're doing what you're not supposed to be doing, eventually you're going to be found out, right? Especially when you bring somebody in that is like, this is my job, and you're not gonna, you're gonna do it right. If I'm leaving this place, I'm leaving it right. I'm not overlooking this because that's gonna come back and bite me in the, you know what? And I don't, and none of y'all are worth that. So you're welcome. You're welcome. I didn't realize I hadn't read for you before, so thank you. I'm honored for you allowing me to read for you. Thank you very much. I'm honored to do that. Right. They will shape. Right. Right. And I like those people that go in and clean places up. I like that because, I mean, I just like it because they straighten things out and, make them better. And it's kind of like when I see people like that, I always think of Roadhouse, even though it has nothing. It's not nothing to do with the same type of business or anything. You just think of Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. You just think of him going in and cleaning all those bars up. That's what I think about. And yes, I did watch that movie. Mm-hmm. That staff will be happier when I'm done. That's right. They will be happier. Because they don't know no better right now. They don't realize how better it could be, or how, much more for them and everything is going around. How they just only know one thing. So once they see that's better for them too, they'll get used to it. Mhm. Yep. Well, I'm proud for you. I'm good. I'm glad you're. That seems like you're doing well. Good job. Good job. Go in there like the queen. You go in there Monday morning and say, I was told I was the queen of wands. I'm going to wear my crown in here and y'all going to listen. We're going to ship it up. Ship it up. Yep, yep. Well, does anybody else want to, I know what I want to do before we get off here. I want to give the chat a mushroom card before I leave. Let's do that. There you go, girl. Oh yeah, when the Queen of Wands is here and the Magician's here, that tells me you're 100% in control. And I kind of feel like you kind of went in there, like unexpectedly. I kind of feel like they didn't know you were coming. Like they knew you were coming, but they didn't know, they wasn't expecting you that soon. I feel like you kind of went in there early. Karen's good card. Not cards need to rub off on you. All right, spirit guides. Let's get this. Let's do this for the collective for everybody. Okay. Raise your hand. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I felt like with all the, especially with the Ace of Wands here, I was like, that was pretty fast. And now sitting here talking about it, I'm hearing you went. They knew you were coming, but you came in earlier. So someone got fired next. There you go. Rolling like a wrecking ball. For them, she was right. Oh, they gonna, Ronnie. I'm sharing my. Yep, girl, wear that crown in there. Wear it. Hi, Claudia. You just got home? Yep, we've been on a couple of hours here. Move out the way. I got this. That's right, Ronnie. That's right. So, y'all were here last week when I done this. Do y'all remember the card we got? So, this is what we got. Did we not get this last week? The Enchanted Forest. Do y'all remember that card? So I'm going to pull another one, but we're still going to look. I'll remind y'all. The Enchanted Forest. Let's see. 19. So somebody must not be listening, right? So I am supported by the trunks of the ancient trees. I am longevity. Your skill, preparation, and hard work pay off. Karen, they just love you. In the long term, anything of substance takes years to create, just the old growth forest. The mushrooms nestled at the foot of their host trees suggest that you work symbolically with the right people or energy to bring your projects to the surface. I find the support you need to bring your ideas forth into your reality. Ask for what you are birthing to assist humankind and be a positive influence in the world. This card also may be a signal to pause for well-being check. Before you take on more, take time out for a well-earned rest. And this is the one that has this is new growth, new beginnings, support, fortitude, vitality. So remember that. And this was the petrified wood one. So let's pull us another one, since we had that one too. Night Wolf, thank you for coming in. We are going to, after I pull this, then we're going to close for the night. But so support. The mushrooms want to know that you have support. Everybody in here has support. And I feel like they really want y'all to take time for yourselves. I feel like we're not doing enough of that, taking time for yourself. So they're here wanting you to do that. Ground yourself more. Okay. It gave it to me again. So we're going to leave it at that. That's twice in a row. We're going to leave it at that. So I feel like we're not grounding ourselves enough. I feel like we're not getting out enough. So I feel like, we're not taking enough time for ourselves. And I think that's what we need to be doing, because this card came twice. So I'm not going to argue with Spirit. It's obviously telling me this is needed. So like it said, take time for yourself, ground yourself. Don't forget that you have support around you. Do a self-care routine, do that. And I feel like it really was telling Karen, because it was telling you here, your skill of preparation and hard work have paid off, and it will pay off in the long term. So, and it says here, the whispers of the trees are rustling with the messages of performance, stability, and presence. A project you may be working on or about to undertake will be long-lasting and continue for many years to come. Whether you are bringing forth a system, creating art, or opening a business, this endeavor will have the longevity to impact generations. So what you're doing is going to impact generations, straightening it out, I feel like. Claudia has a question to ask me. Okay, Claudia, go ahead. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to argue with Spirit. They gave it to me twice. I'm definitely not. So you don't have to pay, Claudia. You don't have to pay. What question do you have? No, you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay. Just drop your question there, Claudia. No. will you win? Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, the Chariot's here, Claudia. So that something happened to change to put this in motion. So somebody either moved, like moved out of their home and into another home, or they went on vacation and went to this home. Like they did something major. There was a major change that came in. I kind of feel like they even went over water. They might have went over water, might went over a bridge. And it could have all like been a couple of states away. But I feel like it was like there was a movement that caused this. Somehow she got that ring. Like somebody moved or something. It was, I kind of feel like it was in a box. Like put in a box. And this, with the death card here, is this caused some changes. So they knew that when they took that, it was going to change some things. So they knew that it was going to cause some issues. They knew their actions would bring changes. So with the Queen of Swords, this is like truth seeking, huh? What? The ring was in a safe spot. Okay. Okay. So she got it out of the box because I was like the box was in a ring. The ring was in a box. So this, when your Queen of Swords comes in, she is truth, like facts. So are you looking for facts? Are you looking for answers? Are you looking for truth? That's what she does. The Queen of Swords. She just looks for proof. Do you have proof? Like, yeah. Means I'm right. Yeah. Do you have papers? Do you have some kind of proof that it's yours? If you have some kind of proof that it's yours, I feel like, I don't know. Do you have a letter? Like, do you have a letter? or was it written in a book? So I don't know if somebody was looking for something and that somebody knows that if you have proof, somebody knows that you have that and they're looking for it. But this with the Ace of Swords here is this is like mental clarity and like on point. So if you have proof, this mental clarity with the ace being here, I feel like you would win because I feel like there's something you're gonna have to have some kind of proof, but I feel like you have it. Isn't it in a book? No letter. You got a witness. Okay, your cousin's gonna write the letter. Okay. Is your cousin a male? Because the King of Swords is here, and he's a truth seeker. Also, he's like legal papers. He's like facts, writing things down, standing up for the truth, justice. So there's a man around you, but I don't think you're going to have to go to court because I think if he'll just write the letter, because he's going to do something because the Eight of Wands is here and that's going to change the whole direction of everything. Oh, he's a preacher. Okay. That's the one that's going to probably help you. Because it's going to change the direction of everything. Because the Empress is mother figure. So you see the mom is here with the daughter, but it can be about new beginnings, new starts. It can also be about abundance and happiness. So this, for me, this is like your connection with your grandmother, because this is family. But with the Empress being here, also it's about intuition. And I don't want to say this ugly, but your grandmother wanted it to be with family. Not that your stepsister is not family, but she wants it to stay with family. My grandmother's daughter was my cousin's mom. My grandmother's daughter. So your aunt was your cousin's. Okay. Yeah, I think if you have this letter and you have a witness or somebody that's willing to stand up for you, then you will be victory, because the Six of Wands is victory. And I feel like you got more support around you than just them that want you to have it. So I feel like the support is there. But I kind of feel like they're going to think he's like a hero, which is okay if you get back, And then you got your Nine of Cups here, so that's almost having everything you want. Is that the only thing you wanted from her? Was that all of hers that you wanted? Was that? Because it's almost like if you get that, then you'll just have everything you need. Almost, you'll be almost there. So don't be bound by the fact that she's like your stepsister. Don't be bound by that family thing, right? Um, don't let that hold you back on what you want. Because I almost kind of feel like you feel like you're always on the outside looking in, like you're kind of afraid to ask for anything. But I kind of feel like your stepsister is kind of like sneaky, and she kind of like takes things here and there. Um, and hoping y'all won't know that she's taking it here and there. But I think this is like she's always taken things here and there, but now she's taken something big, and she can't get away with that. So I think if you have the support that you say you have, if he'll write a letter, I feel like you'll get it back. I don't see that you're going to have to go to court. I think I don't know. I think he has such a. I feel like he has such an influence. I feel like he has such an influence that she will give it back. Because I didn't get anything about legal or having to go to court or anything like that. I feel like the letter and just him, if he's got, if he's a pastor, preacher, you said, I feel like that will be enough. I don't think you'll have to go to court. Right. And I feel like she will. Once she sees the letter, I feel like she will just, this is what I'm hearing. It's not worth it for her to fight with you. That's what I'm hearing. It won't be worth it for her to fight with you. That's what I'm hearing. Let's pull you a mushroom card. Now, why she said it, why I heard it like that, I don't know. But I don't think it will be worth it for her. Because I think she will be worried. I kind of feel like she will be worried about what people will think of her if she does not give it back. Right. Okay. I call the preacher sisters. Yeah, told to fight. Yeah. I think you will get it back. Yeah. You got the toadstool house. That's cute. Let's see what it tells you. I am home, I am safe, and I am protected at all times. Home is a place where we can let our hair down and just be ourselves. Our homes reflect our spirit and what's going on in our souls. Do you have a space of your own, somewhere that feels like you? If your home feels a bit spiky or dull, it may be time for a cleanse. Make new space in your home by throwing out things that no longer serve you, smudging the corners and clearing any stagnant energy. Create a peaceful energy so you can enjoy being in your space. If you are working from home, create a clear space to work from, away from distractions where you can easily be disturbed. If you feel inspired, create a sacred space to light a candle and recite a prayer or affirmation. This is a place for an altar where you can leave little offerings and thank your home for providing shelter and love. You could also display inspirational items in the house, things that relate to whatever the shrine represents for you. If you are thinking about reorganizing or renovating your home, creating more space, or just fixing it up, this is the perfect time to go ahead and do it. It will not only enhance your life, but add value to your residence. If you're looking for a home to buy or rent, Toadstool House signals that you will find a place that suits your higher purpose very soon. If you have been searching for a while, don't give up. The perfect home wants your international or local visitors or foreseen. The perfect home awaits you. International or local visitors are also foreseen and may stay with you for a short period of time. Home is where the heart is, no matter where you happen to be. So, the crystal you need is black tourmaline, Claudia. Here we go. A new home, renovations, inheritance, shelter, feeling secure, and visitors. There you go, inheritance. And that is your inheritance. So that's what that little house set represents. There you go. Yeah, I feel you. And you're moving soon? There you go. Nice. Very good. I'm glad you came in and got that, Claudia, before we left. Very good. I love you too, Claudia. I'm glad you came in. Thank you for letting me read for you. Absolutely. All right, everybody. I am going to cleanse these cards. No, you're fine with you, Mama. You got some girls. How is the camping going? How is it going? Did they make s'mores? Did they bring you some? You are so welcome. You are so welcome. I hope I didn't run Mama 4 off. I definitely did not want to run her off. I just wanted her to know that please don't base that on Ziggy's readings on a tarot card reader, for sure. For sure. All right, everyone. Let's see. Today is Friday. I don't know when I will be on the Watts on True Crime. Probably next week. One night next week. I'll have to look at my calendar and see. I don't have it in here with me. Ghost story s'mores, girls squealing, boys laughing, s'mores, adult kids are. They are. Hey. Nice. Trimming the yard up. That's even better. They are fun. Adult kids are fun because you don't have to worry, really about what you say around them, and you can treat them like adults. It's so much easier to you can be their friend now. You know what I mean? Before you couldn't be their friend because you were raising them. But now you can be their friend. It's kind of different now, You can be their friend now. They did? Were they doing collections like donating? We don't do that because we're a volunteer. And we get our money through the state, through taxes. Not the state, I'm sorry, the parish. So we don't do that. But I know fire departments that do that. Yeah. I think so, Ronnie. I think it will work in her favor. Take them and go roll a yard. Yeah, we used to do that, didn't we? Oh, gosh. Oh no, July 2nd. Well, we will absolutely put prayers for him. Absolutely. Oh no. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Thanks for sharing your story with us, and we'll all be praying that that ring. Right, absolutely right. Yep, I've heard of the balloon procedures. I've heard of those. Yeah, I have heard of those. Hmm. All right, everyone. I am going to get out of here. What time is? Oh, it's 10:30. We've been on here 3 hours, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Okay. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. At least they noticed it, right? They paid attention and noticed it. That's good. So I don't know when I will be. Probably. What's today? I already did this once. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know when the quad will be live. I'm sure we'll get together and figure that out. So whatever day we don't go live there, I think. Wait a minute. Sunday. Me and Megan are supposed to be live Sunday. I don't know what time yet. I don't know if it will be on Megan's channel. I think it's going to be on Megan's channel. Either Megan's channel or here. But I think that's Sunday. So look for that. If you don't see it on mine, then it'll be on Megan's. Oh, yeah, your house is too hot. That's not good. Portable AC? Good. No. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. It just caught us at the end. No problem. No problem. So look for us. I don't know if I'll be on anybody's tomorrow. We'll have to see. Megan might change it to tomorrow. If she doesn't, it'll be on there. But either Saturday or Sunday with Megan or with the quad, or who knows where I'll be. I've been getting around on the streets lately, so who knows. It was a nice chat tonight, everyone. Take care and sleep well. Yes, Miss Smith. Thank you for listening and being here all of a sudden. So Ronnie can go take something for her sinuses. So I can take something for my headache. And Claudia, let us know. If you get your ring back, let us know. And Karen, let us know how you walk in there with your queen of swords and clean it up, girlfriend. Clean it up. Clean it up. I appreciate everybody for being here tonight. Thank you so very much. You could have been anywhere, but you were here, and I appreciate you. What? I heard he did after you called. Good. Sorry. I love you, Ronnie. I love you. So, you're welcome. You are so welcome. Absolutely. So, as I always say every night, please be kind to everyone, everywhere, and especially be kind to yourself and do something for yourself. Because if not, the Enchanted Forest will be back and they will be telling us again, we're not doing what we're supposed to do. So be kind to yourself. I love all of y'all. Have a great Saturday. Thank you for being here, and good night.